Thanks for joining me on my mental health journey as I try to figure it all out myself. Hey guys, I just got out of a quick little workout. Today's gonna be like another one of those vulnerable videos because I'm just feeling a lot of things and I want to just share them and just know that it makes me feel better to share them actually. So I'm gonna be doing that when I get home, telling you guys a little bit more of what's been going on inside my brain, because it's just a lot of new mom stuff, a lot of just normal stress and whatever. But first I gotta tell you this little story and what happened to us the other day. As you know, okay, I'm like going through it mentally, and then this happened the other day, and trust me, I know that people have far worse problems, especially after the hurricanes and stuff. I feel shitty even talking about this. So the other day, Kyle gets out of the shower and he's like, hey, I think there's water underneath the tiles. We thought like the shower probably wasn't sealed correctly because we had that issue previously. Just a little spot where the water was coming through, like it needed to be caulked, you know? But he's like, no, like I'm stepping on the tiles and it's like sloshing around. So I go downstairs and sure enough, it's like squish, squish, squish under the tiles. And we're like, oh shit, this can't be good, right? So both my parents were at work. The two of us are like trying to figure out what's going on. We just decide, all right, let's not use the bathroom until they got home. Cause my dad's like handy and stuff and he can like figure out what's wrong with things, you know? So my mom comes in and it's worse than it was before. Like literally the water is like coming through the tiles. I can see it. And she realizes that basically, I'm gonna say this wrong, but it has something to do with the boiler for the hot water or the heat or something with that. Has like this little pipe that comes out of it, and here it was dripping water because it was the first day I turned the damn heat on in the house. This is probably all my fault. But it was dripping water into this bucket, right? But it was like, the pressure was off in the valve or something like that. The gasket, something like those words. The thing overflowed the bucket and it was overflowing, flooding our bathroom. Our new bathroom, by the way. Anyway, so we couldn't use that bathroom until the plumber guy could come out and fix it. My dad was able to like temporarily fix it till the next day, but yesterday was like just such a sucky day because we not only could we not use the bathroom, but we had no hot water and we couldn't turn on the heat. So the house was freezing, and then on top of all that, they were paving our street because they just did all this weird construction on the street that lasted like a month. So we couldn't leave the house. All day we were stuck inside a freezing house, and I'm trying to keep myself warm, the toddler warm, and I'm freezing and miserable, and it was just not helping. So that's the story. The plumber came out, it's all good. That happened, and it was not fun. All right, it is a couple hours later. I got myself, oh, here's your toy. I got myself a little pick-me-up because I was just having another one of those days. It's the most gorgeous day outside. So I figured we would get some sunshine. Arch is pissed at the world because he's getting teethers. I have so many little things piling up in my brain that it feels like just one giant, massive, like weight on my chest. I gotta try to like tackle one thing at a time. And I definitely am like the type of person that gets really overwhelmed if I do have a lot on my plate, even if like all the things are little, you know? Anywho, so I'm gonna try to focus on the things that I can control in my life and stop trying to focus so much on myself in the way of don't be so in your head all the time. I know everything's amplified. Any negative feeling I'm having is amplified because I am home all the time, like just me. I don't have the distraction of being at work like I used to have. You know, just being busy like makes you forget about your own issues. You're so cuddly. I feel like a lot of guys are gonna be like, oh, like you should see a therapist. And trust me, my friends and family have told me that. Because they don't know what else to do for me, really. But like I said, my husband is laid off at the moment, so we have really shitty insurance right now while he's still job hunting. I saw someone say the other day that they think all moms in their first year of motherhood should have access to free therapists. And like, that would be so amazing. Can you imagine, like, after going through the biggest shock to your system you've ever gone through, don't you think maybe we could be offered some support? If the therapist was free, I probably would have gone. Anyway, so I wanted to share a little bit more of what's going on in my head, just so that you guys, like, if you can relate to any of it, you know that you're not alone. Because I feel like a lot of the things I'm feeling are definitely just like normal new mom things, or just normal daily life stressor things. It's hard with a toddler to film. What was I thinking? I totally had another meltdown this morning. I feel like I've been crying at the drop of a hat lately, which just sucks. You know, like when someone asks you how you're doing and you're already not doing good, but someone asks you how you're doing because they know like something's kind of up with you. So like you start to tear up because number one, it's embarrassing. That's kind of the vibe of what's been happening with me, because I do have so much in my head. Like, I'm sharing it publicly on the internet, so people have been asking me like, oh, just checking in on you, blah blah blah, and I appreciate that so much, but like it's one of those things that like makes me more upset. And if you watched my last video, you know that I'm like already on the struggle bus because I'm living with my parents currently, and be careful, you should see him right now. And my husband got laid off, so it's just that, but on top of like the other mommy things, I gotta get him. Oh my god, this kid has no fear. Anyway, so I've got all that stuff going on, but I feel like my issue right now is not just that. It's more like kind of like being bored and lonely as a stay-at-home mom, and it's just a lot different than I thought it was gonna be. Trust me, I love it. I love that I'm able to be home with him, but like, I guess I didn't anticipate like how much I would miss work and how much I would miss my friends and like just be like a literal loner. So that is just hard. Like, as I'm saying these things, I'm feeling a little bit better about them because I see that like they're not as big of like problems as I think they are. They're valid, but like they're not like the worst thing ever, you know? The hardest part about being a mom for me is you cannot pour from an empty cup, and a lot of times I feel like I am the empty cup, and like how am I supposed to be like grade A mom if like I am feeling trash mentally? And this has just been like an ongoing theme because of the little things piling up. I feel like I'm not like as happy as I should be. I'm like miserable, I'm like sad, even though I love my son and I love being home with him, and like it's just like I think I'm like part of it is like mourning your old self, right? Which I know now that I'll never get back. I'm trying to do the things that I used to love again. It's hard, especially with the toddler. I feel like the bigger he gets, the more he's like literally on the move, and he's, you know, getting teeth and he's whiny and he wants mommy's attention. So like doing YouTube like has been so freaking hard for me because I'm like, I can't do it because he's just gonna knock the tripod over or be whining in it, whatever. Like, you know, a lot of the things that I know could make me better, feel better, are things that require getting out of my comfort zone, which I am like so unwilling to do, which is why I'm in the state that I'm in. Like, for instance, I make zero money, right? You think like, okay, Emily, start doing photography again, make money like that. Okay, Emily, how about you get a waitress job, blah blah blah. All that just seems like way too, I'm like too overwhelming. I can't focus on it. It's too much pressure to do it right, to do it good. Like, who's gonna watch the baby, blah 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 blah. I can't, so I just say no, so that I'm like still stuck where I am. Like, I know that I am my own worst enemy. I'm shy, I'm very anxious, I'm definitely introverted. So like, going on interviews, going out to meet new mom friends, going to a mommy play group. Like, that is like crippling for someone like me. And maybe that's the issue I have to address, is my anxiety problems. Because maybe that would help me jump out of the current state that I'm in. Speaking of that, I read a really good thing about social anxiety yesterday that someone posted, and I'm gonna read it to you because this is something that I deal with a lot. It says, "It's funny that a great cure for social anxiety is to stop fixating on yourself and start being more interested in the people around you. Listen better, ask more honest questions. Something beautiful happens when you forget yourself enough to remember others. Maybe I just need to focus on someone else's needs right now instead of my own. I have to focus on the things that I can control, not the things I can't. I can't control when Kyle gets a job. I can't control when the heck I'm getting out of this house. I need to focus on just like someone else's thing. So if you have something you want me to focus on, let me know. You know, like, I gotta stop being so in my head. I've been like this previously in life, where like if you're, say you were like on a long school break or something, you start getting like anxious in your thoughts because you're just like by yourself all the time thinking about it and dwelling on it. I need to just get out, be uncomfortable, blah 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 blah. Easier said than done for someone like me. But like, I hate myself, you know? Like, I'm so freaking mad at myself that I'm like this, because anyone else on the outside would be like, Emily, just get a job. Emily, just whatever. I am not good with change. What I think I can like control is I'm gonna try like different things that I can change each maybe couple days, or every couple days, or like each week or something. Focus on one thing I could try differently. Because the way I'm living my life currently, like, obviously is making me unhappy. So the first thing I'm gonna try is waking up before Archie, to try to fill my cup before he wakes up. If any guys watch Des B, you should definitely be watching Des B, by the way. I'm obsessed with Des B. She always says, first things first, I'm first. And a lot of times I don't do that. She always gets herself ready every morning, and I'm like waking up at the same exact time as Arch. And so I haven't been doing that every day, you know? So if I could try to maybe wake up earlier, go to the gym before he wakes up. This is all crazy to me because I like to sleep in. I like my sleep. I have a hard time getting out of bed. Anyway, so that's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna try. I will vlog about that. There are definitely like other things that I could definitely try to tweak. Yeah! Just to try to be a happier me. The saving grace of this right now is that Kyle and I are going on a little overnight trip tomorrow. Just going down to the beach to relax and unplug and unwind. I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for joining me on my mental health journey as I try to figure it all out myself. Sorry, it's a lot of word vomit, but that's how I'm feeling on a daily basis. If you can relate, please let me know in the comments, because I love feeling not alone. I love feeling not alone, please. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for checking in on me in the comments. You guys have been really sweet to me. That's all for now. Sorry about the moving glider, squeaky glider. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.